trip with your friends. Bad dog, we don't count it, just spend. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. Hundred on our own expense. Only live once, so we so. Let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips. More time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just floating.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis, we welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. 3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Right to the air is Daniels. Open man is Noah Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check mash.
They'll run here with a rookie. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now, so we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Not much on that run him, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Play action, now it's Daniels. And that nearly intercepted. If a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
Tress-Way in punt formation for the Commanders.
And now the punter, Tress-Way, as he sends this one away.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it. Somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
The first carry here for Jordan James. And get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. The Vikings at 7-5 now in the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And this is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
And it's caught. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The Commanders' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, second and goal. On play action, now McCarthy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
When you have a punt on your first drive and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. being chased out left. And they work this out past the 25. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 to first.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at his defense for the Vikings. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to it. It's a gain of 35.
This one made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
They go play action. Daniels on the move to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
To the air goes Daniels. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Daniels. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
On 4th down, the Commanders send out Matt Gay to try the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Gay knocks this one through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After the made field goal, Gay back out there to kick it off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their 2nd drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. To the air with McCarthy. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now he brings up 3rd down.
Sets up a 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw McCarthy. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on rips like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8. Throwing is McCarthy. Finding Hawkinson here on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. McCarthy will set to throw it. This one brought in by Jefferson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now McCarthy. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Back to throw again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Throwing again, McCarthy. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll make it 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got it. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Daniels. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have the Commanders first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Daniels looking to throw. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now Daniels. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Daniels. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Daniels. His throw incomplete.
Well, Parker guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Daniels going to throw for it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Gain of 12. First down, Washington.
And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Working out of the gun, Daniels. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Justin Eckler in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score. Commanders 10. Vikings 7.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
A final shot before break. McCarthy. This is caught by Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's Felton. So they got 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second in a couple.
As a passer, he always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
From the 43, here's second and 2. On the ground, it's James. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On play action, now McCarthy. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
James. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first and goal.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's second and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. And it's caught. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up a third down and goal. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Vikings 14. Commanders 10.
Minnesota's kick team running in, the Vikings booming away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Steps away to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
To the air goes Daniels. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Commanders.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Pass caught. It's Lane with it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To the air with McCarthy. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing is McCarthy. A quick throw finds TJ. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Oh, no, he lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
To throw is Daniels. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
And the Commanders' first down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Left side, it's complete. And they work this near the 5. They'll be stopped at the 6. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of footing, and it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Daniels. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Daniels. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Daniels close to the goal line on 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I'm going to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take this into the end zone touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Somebody gotta do it. I mean, hey, somebody gotta do it. I change it. Hey, watch do it. He's a vibe outside, all from the music. Hey, turn his TV off. Ain't with my type activities, but don't you get involved. Hey, what? I mean, shit I see. Send him off. Take a listen, take a shot. You know I'm skipping for my dog. Even with a couple sergeants and them teams for the get back. This revolution.
Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Now McCarthy. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. One after here coming up.
For the extra point.
He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Open man is Samuel, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
Zach Ertz, the man in motion. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he is caught. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, 67 yards. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Daniel's going to try and throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's going to, something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the 4th quarter. Now they still trail by 1. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's first and 10. McCarthy operating from the gun. Pass complete. It's Hockenson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Quan Martin. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. 26-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite over yet. We'll likely see him take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Quick throw there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this third down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the first down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my team.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they run on first down. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Vikings 33-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner? You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special teams coach, and they figure out a number in both directions, all right, versus wind, no wind, if it's a possibility, whatever it is, and they give a number to the head coach. This is where I'm good from. Between here and here, maybe that wasn't the number he gave him today. So for the Commanders, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week.